All right, what is going on, guys? Spiteful back again, and unfortunately, my recording messed up. But I'm gonna quickly go over this banner, which is probably better for you. You save a lot of time. All right, I'm gonna quickly go to Nell. First off, strong attack recharge Arankar killer with 774 spiritual pressure, burn on all of her attacks, 638 attack, 1059 stamina. Incredibly good, well-rounded character. These are about the average stats that we're getting for these newer characters to begin with. I think that this is now the standard in my opinion, which is actually kind of insane to think about. 774 spiritual pressure is ridiculous. Strong attack recharge link along with frenzy and devastation standard together. Debilitator plus 2 seconds with the burn on everything is incredible. Keep in mind that she might actually be very good for Senkaimon. Like, we're using Uryu to burn throughout all the bosses. She pretty much does the same thing except she's mind. That being said, we got to see exactly if she can actually push enemies away. If she can push enemies away, that'll be great. Let's see. She is a ranged strong attack character, so she should be able to. And if she can, she's definitely going to be a very, very, very good character. Bruiser 20%, pretty standard. I don't think that's really that special. Honestly, you're not going to be using her NAD. With the strong attack recharge link, makes her even better. A weakened defense on her special is actually really good. With devastation, that actually stacks up and deals significant damage. And then going into Tesla, by the way, we're getting Frenzy Kisuke. So unless you're a new character, if you're a new character, if you're a new player, I would recommend farming that Kisuke. If you're not a new player, I'm sorry guys, we're not getting new orbs. We don't even have a new raid. So going into Luppy, I was so hyped when I found out that they made him an Espada. I was literally talking about this with people, and I'm just like, we need new Espadas. I think it'd be funny if they like released Luppy as Luppy. I don't even know how to properly pronounce his name, but it's a derpy name. I love it. And I thought it would be funny if they gave him Espada because we haven't gotten a good amount of Espadas in a while. Like the last Espada that we got was Halloween, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of insane. Like, I'm glad to see more Espadas come out, especially for Heart. I actually keep in mind these characters aren't going to be in my top 10 simply because the top tens were made beforehand, and they're going to be put out while I'm on vacation. So he does have Hollow Killer, which is really good. And it's funny because I actually say in the top 10 that I really wish I had the Coyote Stark, because White Day Stark, simply because he's in a Espada with Hollow Killer, and I don't really have something that fits in that criteria, especially if that ends up becoming a thing for Senkaimon. He also is a strong attack recharge character, and I love his special because it says Iron Virgin as the name, and then it says Luppy's tentacles sprout countless needles. Like, he pretty much rapes the poor Iron Virgin and then just destroys it. He does have Debilitator and Paralysis on all of his attacks, which in my opinion is incredible. I don't remember the last character that we actually got Paralysis on across the board for Heart, but definitely a good addition to a team if you actually pull him. Luppy and Nell are honestly my go-to characters for this. If you're summoning, those are the two that you want. I would highly advise that you restrict your summoning though. If you pull one banner, I would advise you to stop there. These characters, don't forget, these characters were also the end of the month fillers for April, I believe. So just be sparing with your orbs. Don't do anything foolish. You don't want to end up like pulling all three of these and then end up pulling all three of them again in 3 months. These characters nowadays are made to last. So if you pull them like 6 months down the line, they're probably still going to be viable. So going into it, long reach and bruiser 20%, pretty standard. Actually makes the NAD usable. He is a strong attack recharge character with frenzy. He does have devastation 40%, which is standard, and a debilitator of 5 seconds, which is excellent for characters with paralysis. Sprinter plus 1, which is pretty standard. Going into Tesla, I actually dislike this character simply because of I don't like frenzy units with a barrier. I feel like it's just a wasted second strong attack, and the fact that they didn't give him a strong attack recharge link means that he's not going to be able to pump out his strong attacks anywhere near as much. And since his attack is lower than an average frenzy unit, I just don't see this character doing relatively good. He does have a Soul Reaper killer, which is nice. And don't get me wrong, I like Tesla as a character, but I just wish that he did. Honestly, I would not complain if they gave him like medic or if they gave him a boost. But the fact that they gave him a barrier, you shouldn't be taking damage anyways, and they haven't really made an effective use for barriers aside from people just playing poorly. Like, I mean, there's no like full screen strong attacks from bosses yet or anything like that. So you should be able to dodge everything. So if you're not dodging, like, I guess you kind of need the barrier, but I just feel like it's a waste personally. Like unless it's like a toss skill, kind of like you watch how he has his barrier on his special. I like that. But when it's used up as a strong attack, I dislike it very much. So long reach and bruiser 20% is nice because you're going to be using your NAD quite a bit. So that's a given. Devastation 40%, which is pretty standard with a frenzy unit. He does have weaken attack. So not only do they expect you to take damage and take hits with your with your barrier, but they expect you to not be able to play the game properly with the weaken attack skill on his special. He also has poison immunity, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad he has it. I don't mind immunity skills, but I'm just sad that he's tech because we already have a poison immunity character with a Keysuke already, and I would like that immunity passed on to the other attributes. But 769 spiritual pressure is very good. 629 it is respectable attack. I just don't like that he got the barrier treatment, and he doesn't have any status elements on his attacks. I think that they're overvaluing these barrier units, and I mean it is what it is. Scrolling all the way up, but other than that, like the character art looks gorgeous. Like everything about this looks great. This absolutely is a trap banner. If you pull Nell or Luppy, I would highly advise you to stop there. Like you already won. Like I said, I don't advise summoning more than like 250. I'm personally gonna do 250. But with Thousand Year Blood War novel characters, if I get a character before then, great. If I don't, oh well. I'll get these characters in the end of the month, in the coming months. You know what I'm saying? As fillers. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all know this guy's grind on, catch me up, pay me up, stay blessed. I wish you the best of luck in your summons. And yeah, Lisa and Hiyori, I believe, were in the July step ups. So if that gives you any context of being able to pull these characters later on down the line. And I bring up Hiyori and Lisa because Hiyori, Lisa, and Mashiro were actually January mid month. So we might end up seeing that trend again. I would like to see that trend again. K-Lab, please do me nicely. I'm tired of like cleaning up the. This is for another time. I'll tell my Survivor story later. R. Kelly Survivor, R. K-Lab Survivor story coming soon. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all know this guys grind on, catch me, pay me, stay blessed. I wish you the best. What the hell is that? The best of luck in your summons, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.